Ruler of Masons asked, what is your dream occupation? And I really kind of went into my dream occupation, which was a social worker, helping people. Love that. I guess kind of maybe something that would be really, really cool would be like a CSI. I know they glorify it on television, but if I could have that glorified job on television, that would be maybe my dream job. But I really, really like what I am, a social worker. I don't think I'd choose anything else. One sly bookworm. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? This is so lame because I could say any other country or place in the world, and I would say Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yes, Tulsa. That's where my family is. That's home to me. It's close to my heart, dear to my heart, and that's where I would definitely live. If I could move anywhere right now, that's where I would go. If I could take back one thing in my life, I touched on this in my last blog, and I'll just kind of briefly mention it again, but it would be my losing my virginity experience. And, okay, this is an interesting question. Okay, if you could have the perfect body, but a severe mental illness like paranoid schizophrenia, or would you choose to be obese but able to cure a major disease like AIDS or HIV or Parkinson's? And I would say I would hands down rather be obese and cure something. I think curing something would be amazing. If I could cure cancer, wow. I mean, talk about cool. But and being obese, I feel like I could then change that. I wouldn't have to be obese forever. But I think living with a mental illness, I would have to live with that forever. So that's what I would choose. JM in SC asked, what is my biggest parenting struggle? I'd say right now it's Ella and her, she's kind of going through a little bit of a spoiled phase, which is completely my fault. I realize that. I think I probably give in to her more than I should because I feel like I just want to pick my battles. But I end up maybe not picking enough battles, so I'm really trying to balance that. And so trying to get her not whiny and wanting everything and thinking she deserves everything just because she's 3 and she wants it and she thinks she should get it. No, she doesn't. So that's been a little bit of a struggle. A quirky habit that I have? Oh, you guys are probably seeing some of them in my blog. I'd say something that's pretty quirky is I'm kind of weird about windshield wipers. If you're driving and it's barely raining and you've got your windshield wipers like on high, oh my gosh, it's pouring down, but it's not, it's sprinkling, that drives me nuts. Ryan will kind of do that a little bit and I'll like reach over and turn off the wipers for him, which drives him nuts, but I just have this thing. I can't have wipers on when there's not enough rain. Now, if there's plenty of rain, turn them on high. I mean, use your wipers, but use them how they're supposed to be used. He wore his wipers out in 2 years because he did that. And I'm able to make my wipers last 5 years, FYI. So that's a quirky habit that comes in handy. And has Ryan brought up Mass or Catholicism again? He has not. I'm surprised. I'm just kind of waiting, and then we'll kind of visit it when he does. But I think if he eventually wants us to maybe take the girls to church and expose them and let them decide what they want to do, but I'm kind of just waiting for him. One thing you could not live without, I couldn't live without my car. I know a lot of people live without a car, but I couldn't at all. We're not within walking distance to really anything, any grocery stores, so getting Ella to school and activities and the grocery store and things, I really need a car, so I drive a Ford Edge. Never thought I'd drive a Ford, but I drive one. I will probably get a Honda next. I don't know why I'm thinking about getting another car, because we just paid off my car, which I'm pretty excited about, not having a car payment. That's always nice. Okay, next question. Reanimated corpse. It's so fun saying these names. I love this. My least favorite household duty. When I first thought about this, I thought, oh my gosh, could I consider shaving my legs a household duty? Probably not. That would be my least favorite thing to do, is shave my legs. But household duty would be, oh, where do I begin? All of them. No. Laundry, I would have to say, because it feels like when I get it all done, it's like there's a pile that appears. There was a kind of a funny thing on Facebook that said that glorious moment that glorious 20 seconds when all the laundry's done. Because that's so true. It's like all the laundry's done for 20 seconds and then somebody showers or somebody goes to bed and takes off their clothes and then you've got more laundry. So I think it's laundry just because it's never ending. I feel like I'm always doing it. Strangest place I've had sex. Actually in a swimming pool with people there. There were a couple people in the pool, and there was also a lifeguard on watch. And we were just kind of all close, just acting like we were kind of hugging, and yeah, kind of just happened. And it was so scandalous. Now that I look back, I don't think I'd ever do that now. I mean, what if people would have known? Maybe they did know. That makes it worse. I don't know. That's scary. I could have gotten in a lot of trouble. The craziest thing you have ever done. I don't do that many crazy things. I'm going to come back to that. Craziest thing I've ever done. Probably the swimming pool. Having sex in a swimming pool with people right there. That would be the craziest thing. One position, Toodles Bug. That's so cute to say. Toodles Bug asked, one position I would never have sex in. Maybe one where Ryan has to like hold me up for a long time. I mean, because I'd be sitting there not enjoying myself. I'd be worried, like, is he going to drop me? Am I getting too heavy? Ryan's not that big of a guy. He's only 5'7", weighs about what I do, so if he's like holding me up in any kind of a position, I just don't think I would really enjoy myself. So I wouldn't have sex in any of those positions. One bucket list item would be to leave the U.S. I've been to Mexico, but that doesn't really count. Like go to Ireland. That would be really fun. That's on my bucket list because I'm Irish. My maiden name was O'Connor, so I'm very Irish. And how do I feel about reading my sister's blog? If you guys don't know who Penny Lumpkins is, that's my sister. And it's basically a blog version of 50 Shades of Grey, but it's not written like a 12-year-old. She's pretty opposite from me. I'm pretty vanilla, and she is pretty not vanilla. She is very experimental and very open with her sexuality, which I admire about her. I don't mind reading her blog, but there are certain things every once in a while, like if she's really talking about anal and her experience, I kind of skim it. And I don't read it complete. Sorry, I was looking at the stairs. I thought I saw Ella. And here I am talking about anal. Anyway, so I skim that part, and then I totally lost my train of thought. So I'm going to move on. One thing that I'm super passionate about, I am passionate about raising children that are going to be productive members of society. I feel like my job as a parent is to prepare them for life away from me. And so I am super passionate about being the best mom and wife that I can be. I'm also super passionate about helping people. That's kind of why I became a social worker. Raxter Riley asked, do you have any pets? I'm going to show you our pet right now. So you're going to go on a little ride. And this is our basement. So I'm going to turn you, and you are going to see that down there is our fish